This is the heartbreaking story of a cat's last gift. In a small town covered in snow, a lonely stray cat wandered the empty streets. His fur was dirty, his body shivering with cold. Each step he took left tiny paw prints on the frozen ground.
He stopped in front of a warm cafe. Through the window, he saw families laughing, enjoying their evening together. The little cat pressed closer, his sad eyes filled with longing, wishing for a place he could belong. A child inside the cafe noticed him. Their eyes met through the glass. The child's heart ached to open the door, but the parents shook their head. The cat remained outside in the cold.
Slowly, the cat turned away. He walked into the night, his small paws leaving trails behind in the snow. The child pressed their hands on the glass, helpless, watching the little creature disappear.
In the shadows of an alley, the cat searched for food. He dug into frozen trash bins, but found nothing he could eat. His stomach growled, but the world gave him only silence.
Tired and weak, he found an old cardboard box. He curled up inside, his tiny body trembling. As the night grew colder, his eyes slowly closed, fighting to stay alive.
The next morning, an elderly woman known for feeding birds noticed the fragile creature. She walked closer, her heart filled with compassion as she saw the little cat inside the box. She offered him a small piece of bread. The cat tried to eat, though his body was too weak. Still, he looked at her with grateful eyes, as if he understood the kindness she gave. Gently, the woman wrapped the cat in her old scarf. She held him close to her chest, carrying him home through the snow. For the first time in so long, the cat felt warmth. Inside her small house, the woman lit the fireplace. The cat lay on a blanket, his eyes reflecting the glow of the flames. A soft purr escaped his fragile body. For a moment, he knew comfort.
Days passed. The cat began to recover, little by little. He even meowed softly whenever the woman smiled at him. It was the beginning of a fragile yet beautiful bond.
But one night, his body betrayed him again. The cat coughed and grew weak. His breaths grew shorter. The warmth of the fire could no longer chase away the cold inside him. The woman sat beside him, gently stroking his head. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she whispered words of comfort, hoping he could feel her love. The little cat looked at her with eyes full of gratitude. Though weak, he let out one final gentle meow, as if to say, "Thank you." With his last breath, the cat rested his head in the woman's hand. In that moment, his suffering ended. He was finally at peace, embraced by love he had long searched for. The woman wept in silence. She closed the cat's eyes with trembling hands and wrapped him in a white cloth. Her heart ached, but she knew he was no longer alone. The next day, she buried him in her small garden. She placed wildflowers on his grave. Snow gently covered the earth, as if nature itself was saying goodbye. She sat on a bench nearby, looking at the little grave. A faint smile appeared through her tears. Their time together was short, but in those fleeting days, they shared something eternal: love. Every view spreads compassion. Help us bring more stories of love and kindness. Like, share, and subscribe.